John and I had every intention of being in the veg garden today building the raised beds, but
it's been a busy morning of conversations, of negotiations, if you like.
we've had to have meetings with Joachim and Eduardo about the stones.
That's our recycled stone, the stone that I've been so excited about.
It's just been one of those days.
Here's what's been happening. Stuff like that. We can't do it with a grinder and a hammer and a chisel. What does that mean? That means that we need to go and have another look at the stone that we're going to use to build this house.
Early start. First of all, I want to say thank you to you guys for all of your amazing comments on our last episode, where we talked about the issue we're having with building our house out of reclaimed stone.
It's an issue.
It's an issue. And it was a bit of a sad issue. Last week was a really full-on week for lots of different reasons, and it was kind of like, you know, when it just feels like stuff's piling on, and this was just one more thing, and we didn't really have the headspace to think about what to do properly.
This is hard. That's the update.
But all of your thoughts and opinions really have helped us shape some sort of idea. So we made the call to stop work on the reclaimed stone last week.
So we might have to find a different solution.
And the guys moved it all over here. That's our first load. And we've got every intention on using that for something. I don't know what yet, but there are some ideas. Maybe walling in the cellar at the bottom there, on the internal bit, which would be beautiful. And yeah, just making use of it somehow.
Yeah, I think the idea is that we don't want to lose the reclaimed love.
Yeah, no.
It's really important to us that it remains a part of that build.
It's a huge part of this build, you know, and for so many different reasons. The environmental reasons, the look, the feel, the history, the stories that the stones bring. We want them as part of the property. We want them as part of the build in some way, shape or form. But it's impractical to continue building with them because they're not working the way that we want them to. And we just actually can't afford to employ the manpower to get the job done. So budget and practicality means we are getting in the car this morning to go and visit a local quarry to see if we can find the stone we need. And we're late.
And we're late, let's go.
We should go.
Yeah, so let's go and have a look at that quarry. One of the things that we don't want is a house that looks like it's new, even though it's going to be a new house. I'll explain more in a minute, but my son is standing at the top of the hill, so what do you want, Crusoe?
Bye, buddy. See you just now. Love you.
Ciao, ciao. Love you.
They're not being left unattended, by the way. They've got our friend Liz with them and Joelle. So
yeah, Joelle's on the front. Okay, so let's go and see if we can find the right quarry. Different quarries, different stone, different colours, different shapes, different everything basically. So let's go and visit. This will be our third quarry actually overall. Let's go and have a look at it, see what's what, see if we can find what we're looking for, and then we need to sit down with Eduardo, our architect, and Joachim, and talk to them a little bit more about how we're going to integrate that recycled stone into our project.
So we had some really good questions on the last episode when we started talking about this reclaimed stone issue, and I just thought I would address a couple of them along the way while we're driving. The first one was, have we seen our stonemasons work, and are we confident in his abilities? Like, is this something to do with any sort of doubt we've got over the stonemasons? Absolutely not. We've seen tons of Marcus's work and Joachim's work, and all of the houses they've built have been absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at that yellow colour. That's what we want. Love it.
Basically one of the coolest things ever. Look.
I don't think you guys can see that behind the trees.
There's a truck.
I'm not joking. That is the biggest hole in the ground I have ever seen.
There's a truck the size of a
small ant.
Yeah, and there's a digger down there that looks like nothing.
Baby digger.
That's insane. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is turning out to be a great day out.
It is.
Love it. Okay, full disclosure now, as we've arrived at the gates, we've never been here before. Joachim has worked with these guys before, I think, but doesn't know them personally. They don't know that we're coming, and they don't know that we want to film. So
we might not be able
to film in here. We'll do our best.
All right, I think we're coming to the right place. Look, that's
Looks
15
like it,
centimetres. There's some good stone over there as well. It's grey.
Right, we've arrived. We're walking in. Let's see what we can find and whether or not they're okay for us to show you guys around.
We're not having very much luck.
Okay, so we've looked at a couple of piles. The first one definitely too grey. The second one's got a little bit more yellow in it, but it's still not quite what we're looking for. I've shown Joachim a picture of what it is that we have envisaged, which is this kind of not uniform colour, like it's got loads of character in every stone. I might be being a little bit too ambitious with my hopes, but I don't know. They're going to show us.
Okay, so this is really kind of cool. Around us right now, there must be at least 20 or 30 different coloured stone. Imagine that. Who would have thought you can get that many different coloured granite? But we've got them everywhere. They're all piled up. It's like going into a paint shop, and it is quite literally like going into a paint shop. You're surrounded by all of these colours, but what are you going to do? What colour are you going to pick, and what if you get it wrong?
Yeah, this is a big one.
This is a big one because you can't just paint over the wrong colour.
No, this is a forever kind of thing. So the guys are trying to show us all of the different options to see if we can reach the vision. This is the kind of chosen one currently, which is like a speckly golden hue. And remember, they're not all going to be square and uniform. They're going to be cut to be a bit more interesting.
I'm actually deeply nervous about this one.
Yeah, I am too. It's a big one. This has made me feel a bit better though. Look, here's a stone that's got a lot of variety in it, in its colour. But that's what we want. But it's like, that's like hand selecting a whole bunch of stones for a very big house from that hole in the ground over.
But look, see at the top right there in the quarry.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
That yellow, that orange.
Yeah.
See at the house at the moment, that pile of old rocks that we've got that we've recycled. That's the colour I want. I'm feeling a bit of pressure at the moment to make a call on it. Are you?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, for sure.
Sempre quando aqui na casa, não? Tinha que se colocar marcos depois colocarem o palácio.
What are you thinking, love?
So this is the colour Amarello Douro. So I'm guessing this is from the Douro Valley, or this is the colour that they're named after the Douro Valley. Obviously it's from this quarry.
Yeah.
But as the sun pops behind the clouds and comes back again, the colours of the stone changes as the light on it changes, and this one feels good. I also like the idea that it's, you know...
See, this catches my eye. This is what I'm dreaming of, is this gold, yellow, amarillo type of...
Yeah.
Like, if this pattern and colour flows through the facade of the house, I'm happy. If most of it's uniform, but every now and then there's this, like, whisper, you know? So I think what's happening over there is that Joachim is saying that Marcus will come here and he will find stones like that one and select them and intermix them into a facade of more uniform colour so that we get that effect that we're looking for.
Hectic.
Yeah, I know. It
like
is hectic.
Literally a hand-built house. I mean, how else do you build a house anyway?
Yeah, but out of stone, it's nuts. It is nuts. It's definitely like a lot more than we had understood, I think. And not for that's not anybody's fault. That's not like a communication breakdown. It's just we've never built a house out of stone before. So this is hectic.
It is.
And like you say, it's not paint. We can't paint over it if we get it wrong.
No, well, I mean, we can slap a whole bunch of render on it, some stucco.
Bit of pebble dash.
Yeah, we built a stone house in Portugal and then covered it in
Pebble
stucco.
dash,
Yeah, pebble dash. Yeah, I love it.
Here's more of that yellow now. You can see it. I don't know if you guys are getting the same effect. I really hope you are in the screen. The same kind of difference. You can see the difference between it in the sun and in the shade. And look, I'll try and show you now the difference between this. You see, this is a more blue granite and this is a more golden granite. That's why we like the gold more. It's so much more earthy and a lot warmer. You know, it's all about warm and cold tones. God, it's very impressive up here. It really is. Hopefully we can make this work, because like, it's literally like the whole build has stopped at the moment. There's no one on site, there's nothing happening, because we need to build up those first layers of stone, and until we can do that, we're kind of on pause. So there is pressure. It feels like there's pressure to make a decision, but it's such an important decision, it's just daft to rush it, you know. But anyway, I am getting a good feeling with this. You know, you see here, there's another one. It's this is the perfect, this is perfect. That's the tone we're looking for, that kind of almost rust running through it. Oh, fingers crossed. Look, there's another one here. I've just put like this kind of, it's this, isn't it?
Do you know what they are?
Rust. It's like a rust running, like a rust vein.
Yeah, it's exactly it. I think it's oxidized.
Yeah.
There's some kind of iron ore inside the rock.
Yeah.
We should ask Uncle Felix, he'll know.
He will.
But it definitely feels like that. Either that or you know, history has coffee stained it.
Yeah, Sawyer ran past it.
So yeah, Sawyer's been here.
Get a coffee, Dad.
Sawyer was here.
Yeah. But that, I mean, that is it. That's what I want.
Okay.
So we can do majority of that, which you're so right, looks so different in the light.
It's beautiful in the sunshine, and remember,
beautiful.
most of the time in Portugal we've got sunshine.
Yeah, most of the time, yeah. So that, with these veins of kind of rust coffee stains through it, will be...
So we don't want Goiás amarelo, we want Douro amarelo, right?
Are you sure?
Chapim amarelo, amarelo claro, amarelo Goiás, and Douro. Lots of different names.
I mean, can you honestly
That
see
one
a
looks
difference?
grayer.
Okay,
Goiás amarelo looks grayer than the amarelo Douro.
okay. Yeah, okay.
Good?
Yeah, let's have a chat to Joachim and Marcus and see what they think.
Do you know what I want? I just want somebody else to tell me
What to do.
what to do. And that never, ever happens, I can tell you. The colour varieties are very subtle, I think, anyway. But it's becoming clearer to us, I think, that we're going to mix them up,
Yeah, I think so.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, not just one colour, let's get the whole bunch in
Yeah,
and
yeah.
have a party.
Yeah, I think so. And you know what I think really brings the magic of the stones in some way is the render. It's the shape and the render that brings the character as well.
Yeah, we're going to have
It's
to,
the way
because
the
these
stones are cut. And
these
the
are
way
all
that
cut
they're
into
laid.
blocks, squares, aren't they?
Yeah, but Joachim says that they'll all be different shapes and sizes, and there'll be small ones and big ones, and some like this and some like this, and like none of it's uniform.
Okay, very good, very good.
So yeah.
Good, I think that's it. I think we've locked it in.
So what's the plan? We've had a long chat to Joachim and Marcus, and I think what they're going to do is come up here and take a selection of all the different shades of yellow, basically, so that we get that, hopefully, that feel of variety and texture and colour and lack of uniformity that we're really hoping for. They said quarta-feira, which is Thursday. Quarta? Might be Wednesday, actually. Quarta. Anyway. They're going to come back this week, I think, with Marcus, and they're going to start kind of loading stones and selecting stones and hopefully bringing them onto site. So fingers crossed we're making the right decision. He did assure us that what they'll do is they'll start slowly and they'll start putting it together, and if we don't like it, we start again. But that's not what we want, obviously. We just want to crack on. We are back on the farm from the quarry, and that was a really good visit, and I'm really hopeful that we've chosen the right stone, and that on Wednesday when it arrives, which is tomorrow, things can start moving really, really quickly. Let's see. Anyway, I just came up here to remind myself of why we're doing all this. Look at this incredible view, and also to remind myself and you guys that there are things that we don't need to worry about if we put the right measures in place. And one of those things is our security online, if you are smart like us and you use a VPN. Surfshark is the one sponsored link that you guys message me about the most on Instagram as well. So if you haven't yet downloaded a VPN, please use our link to do so. You don't need a special code or anything. You just need to click on the link in the description below or scan the QR code that's on your screen, and you'll get up to 4 extra months for free. What a VPN does is it masks all of your online activity by blurring out and encrypting your information so that anybody on the other side of the World Wide Web who's trying to get a hold of that information can't get their hands on it. It's the easiest thing to install. You just install a plugin on your computer or an app on your phone or your tablet. By changing the location of your IP address, it can often affect the price of things like hotels and flights, but it also means that you'll be able to access all of your favorite TV shows from home while you're away and have those home comforts. It's a very, very clever piece of software. With just one subscription, you can add as many different devices as you want so that you're completely covered no matter where you're accessing the internet. And well, yeah, thank you so much for your support by clicking on that link. It's with your support that we're able to do all of this, and we're so, so grateful.
Good morning, everybody. I've got a really bad cold today. It's a man flu. It doesn't feel particularly nice at the moment though. We're going to carry on with this project for as long as I can. I'm expecting rain a little bit later this evening. Let's see how much we can get done before either my extremely fragile body fails on me or the rain starts to fall from the sky. Right.
How are you holding up, Nev? We've got a man flu in our house.
He's strong and big, Mum.
Only for Dad, hey.
What is this?
That's a chisel, buddy.
I use it. No.
Good boy. Oh, well done, Sawyer.
Oh, you're going to be out of a job pretty soon. Yeah. That's it.
I need to win 2 dads. I need to win 2 dads.
Oh, that's heavy. It's still very wet.
Happy?
Yeah, pretty pleased with that. Okay, good. So we got these offcuts, these pieces of wood from the sawmill. I asked the sawmill guy to keep everything, and Joao diligently bought every single piece of wood from all of the trees that we cut down around the farm back. So it's kind of like all of the wood is back on the farm now. These are pine offcuts. I don't know how long they're going to last. You know, they get wet, they get rotten. We might need to put some sort of protection on the top of them. Hopefully we can make it look really cool. Crusoe and Sawyer are off out for the day. I just said to Crusoe, love you buddy, I'll see you later. And he's like, catch you later dude. Let's get a few of them up there and see how they look. Other way, That's it. Okay, that's good. Oh, that is very flimsy, that one, hey? Okay, great. There it is, that's the roof. The kind of roof anyway, the knot roof. Let's take out that scaffold and have a look.
I'm so excited. That looks epic. So I think the plan now is to put some bits down the sides and to build a gate so that we can stop everyone coming in. Finish the fence this side, of course, and then we need to make a decision with the beds and how those are going to look.
All right, I've got a couple of lemon trees here. These were 16 euros each.
Really? That's not bad.
Yeah, I think they were pretty good price.
We've seen them in the market for so much more, haven't
Yeah, one there,
we? Love it.
another one here. So why don't we plant now,
Okay.
and then at lunch when the rain comes, we'll have a look at that drawing.
Yeah, cool. Perfect.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll go and get some more stuff from the car.
So exciting to get the seeds out and start thinking about what's going to happen this year. I feel so much more inspired than I did last year and so much readier for all of this because last year was just such a disaster and honestly made me feel so sad every time I came up to the veggie garden, and I just think that this is going to be so much fun and so much more success. We just need to build those beds, so hopefully, as I said earlier, this rain isn't going to stick around for too long. Fingers crossed.
Okay, my darling, we've got more trees here from the same shop. Joao was very impressed with the strawberry plants.
Oh, good. So what did we get yesterday? We got so much to plant, haven't we?
Apricots.
Apricots, persimmon. I don't know, we call it Sharon fruit from Zim.
Is
Let
it?
me know if that's familiar to you,
Well,
everybody.
you guys in Zim are a bit weird. Pink lady,
Pink lady apples.
apples,
Yay.
peach tree.
That's of donut peaches, and it's got flowers on it. Cute. And then here we've got a lot of strawberries and a peach. No, nectarina. And we've got raspberries, we've got some blackberries over there and some gooseberries to go along the chicken coop. If we actually get a red strawberry this year, it will be a miracle.
Yeah, that's true. Shame, eh?
The boys get so excited when they see these. They just pick them. They can't help themselves. And it's very hard to get them to understand that they're just doing themselves a disservice. Okay.
Nice.
And while we're doing this, a really quick thank you to our patrons, because your money this month is what we've used to purchase all of these veggies and trees and things. So yeah, thanks guys. We really appreciate it. You're quite literally feeding our family this year.
So I'm thinking what we need is another, like a couple of, at least something here, right?
Okay, yeah.
It would be good.
All right.
So I'll do that next. And then the next thing I was thinking is the other thing we want is as we walk through, we're going to want a tool shed or something right here.
Oh, that's fun. Like what we've got here, we've got that concrete pipe
Thing, yeah. But it's like, okay, what does it look like? Do we build like a mini shed?
Do you know what would be fun?
What's that?
A wine barrel with its top off. We've got that barrel that's just wasting away.
We do. Why don't we go and get that then and put it on some stones and just take the top off of it?
Top off of it. I think it'd be beautiful.
I tell you what, instead of taking the top off of it, we drill a hole in the bottom so water doesn't go in it and stay in it. And then maybe we just drill holes in the top, like this big.
Okay, so you just
that
put the
things
handles
can
in.
stick in.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
That way it's harder for the boys to get the stuff
Yeah.
out. And
All
then
right,
over
cool.
here I was thinking we get those tiles that we've got behind the shed, behind the greenhouse, and this is the border around to the stairs.
Nice.
So all of that becomes a place for flowers and other things to grow.
Yeah, cool. There's a man with a barrel. Nice work, Joao. No wine in it, sadly. And we did used to have this sat outside the not garage. So you might remember when we got here, there was a whole load of stuff on the property. The houses were full of stuff, the not garage was full of stuff. And the not garage, of course, is a traditional winemaking adega. So it had all of the winemaking stuff in it, including 2 barrels. One of them is really big and it's still inside the adega. And this one we took out to use as kind of decoration. And it's just been sat there. Now that we're building the house, it's sort of in a random place. So I'm loving the idea of bringing it up here.
Joao, do you want to just go and grab the tiles from inside the not garage that we can sit it on? The square ones, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that looks amazing. Amazing, isn't it? Do you feel a little bit like it's criminal? No, is it?
Oh. Okay, is that enough?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Obi, honestly,
Right.
the
Let's
love
get
for
that.
Joao. What's that for?
Was busted.
Oh, you're making hooks. Oh, I love it. Well done, guys. Very cool. This is going to be the best veggie garden in the world. Yeah. Love it.
Okay, another one.
But like I think we said in the last episode, sometimes this is the fun stuff to start with and it provides inspiration for the rest. So, you know, you make a beautiful thing that you love coming up to, that you just think, whoa, every time you come up here, then you want to be up here and you work, you know, you want to be working and kind of expanding it. So it's always nice to start with a focal point and find your inspiration. And it's important to have a place to hang your spade before you've got vegetables.
Great.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's good. Maybe not one for the boy. Well, the boys are too short for that one, aren't they? So that's
Yeah,
good.
they are.
There we go.
Perfect. Right, John's gone to go and get the, I think he said the nail gun or something. And I'm going to wander up here and have a look at these pieces of wood that we've got. That beautiful bark from the oak tree, we're thinking we could use to cut into like a rudimentary lampshade to go around that really ugly solar light. And then it'll be lovely up here. I'm going to spend all the year in this vegetable garden, all year long. And do you know what the best thing about all of this is? The reason we haven't done this for so long is because it's always felt like such a big investment. And there's something that feels a little bit like a false economy when you're spending thousands of euros on creating a vegetable garden and then, you know, really hasn't saved you all that much money in terms of spending money on growing food. But in this case, we've used absolutely everything is recycled. The only money we've spent was on getting the wood cut, which we needed to do anyway because we wanted the wood for all the projects. Everything else has been salvaged, recycled, repurposed, and that makes me so happy. Like, what a success. Yeah, pretty much. looks very, very sweet, my love. Love it. Very cool. Thank you for doing it even when you're not feeling well.
Yeah, that's okay, my darling. Look, everybody, if you're not already watching our Kenyan videos, you might be missing out on the trip of a lifetime. We're giving away a free trip worth, I don't know what it is, like, what is it, $18,000?
Yeah, it's mega.
Massive.
It's mega. And our series in Kenya is something like, we've never done something like this before. We've really focused on projects and trying to travel with purpose, and we're raising money for some incredible projects and conservation efforts out in Kenya. So go over and check it out on the Newbys Explore.
Do.
If you make a donation to our fundraiser, then you're in with a chance of winning a trip to Kenya. So everything you need to know is on this QR code right here.
Yeah.
Scan it.
Yeah.
Head on over.
Yeah.
And
please
be a part of it.
You know, not least that if you do make a donation, we'd be so grateful. But you're going to be supporting projects that are extremely close to our hearts, and I'm sure that you guys out there will find really inspiring.
We will see you next time.
You bet.
Ciao for now.
Thanks a lot, folks.